Lesson 105, God's peace and joy are mine. God's peace and joy are yours. Today we will accept them, knowing they belong to us. And we will try to understand these gifts increase as we receive them. They are not like the gifts the world can give, in which the giver loses as he gives the gift. The taker is richer by his loss. Such are not gifts, but bargains made with guilt. One second. There's a little bit of drag happening here with my laptop. I think I have just used my laptop so much that she's a little tired. Such are not gifts, but bargains made with guilt. The truly given gift entails no loss. It is impossible that one can gain because another loses. This implies a limit and an insufficiency. No gift is given thus. Such gifts are but a bid for a more valuable return, a loan with interest to be paid in full. A temporary lending, meant to be a pledge of debt to be repaid with more than was received by him who took the gift. This strange distortion of what giving means pervades all levels of the world you see. It strips all meaning from the gifts you give and leaves nothing in the ones you take. A major learning goal this course has set is to reverse all your view of giving so you can receive. For giving has become a source of fear, and so you avoid the only means by which you can receive. Accept God's peace and joy, and you will learn a different way of looking at a gift. God's gifts will never lessen when they are given. They but increase thereby. As heaven's joy and peace intensify when you accept them as God's gift to you, so does the joy of your Creator grow when you accept His joy and peace as yours. True giving is creation. It extends the limitless to the unlimited, eternity to timelessness, and love unto itself. It adds to all that is complete already, not in simple terms of adding more, for that implies that it was less before. It adds by letting what cannot contain itself fulfill its aim of giving everything it has away, securing it forever for itself. Today, accept God's peace and joy is yours. Let Him complete Himself as He defines completion. You will understand that what completes Him must complete His Son as well. He cannot give through loss. No more can you. Receive His gift of joy and peace today, and He will thank you for your gift to Him. Today, our practice periods will be a little different. Begin today by thinking of those brothers who have been denied by you the peace and joy that are their right under the equal laws of God. Here you denied them to yourself, and here you must return to claim them as your own. Think of your enemies a little while, and tell each one as he occurs to you, my brother, peace and joy I offer to you, that I may have God's peace and joy as mine. Thus, you prepare yourself to recognize God's gifts to you, and you let your mind be free of all that would prevent success today. Now you are ready to accept the gift of peace and joy that God has given you. Now you are ready to experience the joy and peace you have denied yourself. Now you can say, God's peace and joy are mine, for you have given what you would receive. You must succeed today if you prepare your mind as we suggest. For you have let all bars to peace and joy be lifted up, and what is yours can come at last to you. So tell yourself, God's peace and joy are mine, and close your eyes for a while, and let His voice reassure you that the words you speak are true. Spend your 5 minutes thus with Him each time you can today, but do not think that less is worthless when you cannot give Him more. At least remember hourly to say the words which call to him to give you what he wills to give and wills you to receive. Determine not to interfere today with what he wills. And if a brother seems to tempt you to deny God's gift to him, see it as but another chance to let yourself receive the gifts of God as yours. Then bless your brother thankfully and say, my brother, peace and joy I offer to you, that I may have God's peace and joy as mine. Lesson 105. God's peace and joy are mine. All right, here comes Magdalene. Greetings, beloveds. That which you extend, that which you grant, that which you give joyously to others, you must experience as your own, for you to offer joy and peace to all, for you to look upon every being with whom you interact as a beloved, for you to come upon those who have caused you pain and consternation, those with whom you have been disgruntled, for you to come upon them, for you to think of them and say, I offer you joy and peace, brings such healing to your heart through the extension of that. For you can only give that which you truly have. And by offering peace and joy to another, beloved, you are finding that within you and then granting that to another. And should you find yourself in a situation where you are troubled by a relationship that you have, do indeed close your eyes, go within, find peace and joy within your heart, and extend that. Give graciously, for that lives in abundance within you. There is peace, there is joy, there is happiness. This involves a step of forgiveness, for you have looked upon another as an enemy. You have looked upon another as someone who can upset you, someone who can cause you to be disturbed. And all you truly have done, beloveds, is you have taken a portion of yourself that you are still fighting with, a portion of you that says this should not be the way that it is, and laid that at the feet of another and said, this belongs to you and not to me. And today you are calling back to you all that you have given and granted to others as ways of avoiding your own feelings. And you are saying here, let me rectify this. Let me find the peace and the joy and the happiness within, and then let me extend that to you. This is what happens, beloveds, in every interaction that we have. We assign a meaning to a personage. We project onto them our fears and our concerns and our own self-enmity, our feelings of being worthless, our feelings of being unhappy, our feelings of judgment. And then we become separate from them. Today, instead, beloveds, you will look for and bring to these relationships union. You will look for the peace and the joy within, and you will grant that to another. It will not feel as if you are losing anything. In fact, it will feel as if you are gaining. For when you extend that joyousness to another, you have first found it within you, and then it is easily and joyously extended to another. So look for these relationships, route them out today, beloveds. Go within your own heart and say, where do I still harbor resentment? Where do I still hold grievances? How could I love this being more? And as you go within and you grant them your joy, You grant them your peace. You are rectifying the relationship. You are creating a result of harmony between the two of you. In this harmonious relationship, there is a wave of love that is being expressed throughout the universe, from your heart to theirs. Most importantly, beloveds, when you look for peace and when you look for joy, you find that within. So extend peace and joy in all circumstances, and most importantly, to yourself. For then when you find it within, you can grant it to another. We have had incarnation upon incarnation upon incarnation of learning how to make our way back to love. And that is the place that we come from. We have been seeking outside of us what truly belongs to us. The very essence of us is this love, is this peace, is this joy, and this happiness. So find your own divinity today, beloveds. Grant it to yourself hourly. Spend time with your eyes closed in solitude, reaching within to the Holy Spirit and asking for assistance and guidance. And the Holy Spirit will indeed direct you to the source of your joy and the source of your peace. For that lives within you like a treasure that you have not found. Allow yourselves today, beloveds, to find this treasure within. And then that is what you grant to another through the use of your divine will. And in that granting, there is also a receiving. For it is as blessed to give as it is to receive. It is the flow of the divine masculine and the divine feminine within. The divine feminine countenance does indeed allow. It allows yourself to receive that which was always meant for you, that which is your divine birthright. It allows you to receive the love that you are. It allows you to remember that all that you give is indeed all that you receive. It is the exquisite flow of the universe. So in knowing that God's peace and joy are yours, know that they belong to all beings. Look upon another who may have rattled you, who may have disturbed your peace, and see what it is in them, beloveds, that is loving, that is joyous, and that is worthy of your gift of love. For in the granting of that, you will feel a sense of fulfillment. You will feel a sense of joy and of happiness that could only belong to you, beloved one. For that is the truth of you, and the truth will always prevail. So allow yourselves today to find it. Find that within, and then giving that to another will joyously change everything about how you feel about yourself in and of the world. Go today, beloveds, and know that God's peace and joy are indeed yours, now and always. Our love for you and our blessings upon you. And we will speak with you again. Wishing you all a very beautiful day. Thank you for coming to be with us this morning. I love you, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye, everybody.